It's your boy Nodo, coming to you with another video, coming to you with another podcast, man. And in today's podcast, we're going to discuss 3 of the weirdest things I've experienced as a handsome select man. If you're new here or you already been here, go ahead and click that like button. Go ahead and comment, go ahead and subscribe, and click the notification bell so you can be notified whenever I drop a video. And without further ado, let's go on and get into this topic, guys. Let's go ahead and get in. Now, there are going to be a lot of weird things that you will experience as a handsome select man, guys. So it's just like a little things you'll be exposed to, and there's a couple things that I haven't heard in this space that I really haven't heard nobody really discuss these. Probably one of these, but not really like that. They never really got into it like this. I never heard this. So these are the 3 of the weirdest things I've experienced. And the first weird thing that I've experienced as a handsome select man is someone asking you to be their surrogate father, actually being approached to be someone's surrogate father. That was extremely weird for me, guys. Extremely weird because, first off, like, think of how much they would have to think of you, how highly they would have to think of you to a certain degree to ask you to actually father their child, to actually be the father of their child, to actually use your DNA to father their child. You do not understand the magnitude of that, guys. Because this is when I was working at the hospital, and this was like damn near at my peak of when I made my transformation too. So a lesbian couple actually walked up and really was about to pay me to be their surrogate father. That is ridiculous. That was one of the weirdest experiences I've ever experienced, guys. I don't know if any of y'all have ever had that happen, but I would go on to ask why. They like my features, they like how I am, they like how I walk, all kind of shit. I was like, I was observing me. They only observed me twice because I used to take the trash on the floor. So I walked up, and I only came by twice, and I spoke to my coworker or whatever. I guess they saw me. I noticed they was watching me, but then when they came to approach me, I'm thinking they about to ask me like where something was, because usually you'll catch patients or whatever, their family in the hallway, because the hospital's a vast majority of like a labyrinth. So a lot of people get lost in there. So usually I thought they was coming to ask me about that. When they did that, that shit blew my mind. I did not know what to make of that. They wanted me to be their surrogate father. And I was like, man, that shit literally froze me in my tracks. I didn't know what to think of that. I honestly didn't know what to think of that, guy. That was some weird. That was one of the weirdest experiences right there. That was definitely the first weird experience right there. If any of you guys have had that happen before, I'm not sure really, but man, if any of y'all have had that happen, man, go ahead and tell me about that, because bro, that is something they really had to find you very attractive to a certain degree to really want you to be their surrogate. If I'm talking about for them, the way they approached me and everything and told me why and all that was a very, very weird experience for me. I did not see that one coming. That one definitely caught me off guard. The second weirdest thing that I've experienced as a handsome select man is studs choosing on me, bro. Studs, bro. Like, that's the crazy part about it. And the reason this is weird to me, it's simply because, like, it's more of what they portray to be to me. That's what really makes it weird, because usually when you look at a situation with studs, it's usually about how they are better than men, how they can do things better than men, how they can get more girls better than men, stuff like that. So it seems like there's so much competition with the men, and they feel like they're the better one, and they basically positioning themselves to make it seem like they want to be a man. So it's like, okay, well, in what instance why are you in my inbox? You see what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy. I didn't caught a couple of them like that. Like, always in my inbox choosing on me, straight up choosing on me, making passes at me, making passes at me. Yeah, one of them told me, like, one time when I had my briefs on in my in a story I put on Facebook, she was like, "Oh, you packing?" I was like, "What?" I'm talking about, she was one of the most gangster looking studs I was freaking seen. I'm like, oh my goodness, bro. Like, that shit was weird, man. And shit was weird because it's really because of how they portray themselves. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's why it was so weird to me. So I was like, damn. But now I ain't gonna count now. I have knocked down like 2 of them. I knocked down 2 studs before. I ain't gonna count. I have knocked down a couple of. I ain't gonna be I ain't above that. But the thing about it is, it's not about, oh, like, dude, yo, man, don't know what the fuck you talking about, man. It's stuff. Bro, they're females at the end of the day. And when that shit come off, bro, you ain't gonna give a fuck about talking about some she was some stud or some shit. Like, hell no, you just like a female. Smash some of them way freakier than the films that you be smashing. For sure. For sure. They take it like, man, they will blow your fucking mind straight up. Blow them out the water on some shit, bro. They a lot of them be a lot of freaky, like they be sneak digging. But like I say, I'll never disclose who it was or never that, because I ain't no fuck nigga. I ain't no bullshit person like that. I put it like that. But what I could say is, bro, they will definitely make it past, and this shit was weird to me, and it was quite a weird experience. But once I've done it, it was like, okay, that shit was crazy afterwards. But when that first the initial chooses when they initially came at me. Initially came in my inbox and started doing it, I was like, what the fuck? This shit is weird as hell. And I know another guy is an honorable mention saying that, okay, the thing with gay men and stuff like that, trying to make passes at you. The only reason I wouldn't mention that in this is simply because that's more of a disadvantage of being Handsome Select, because you really just can't control who you attract. You see what I mean? So, that's more of a disadvantage. I ain't really want to mention that. That's more of a disadvantage type thing. So, yeah. And besides, I already made a video of unwanted attention from gay men anyway. So yeah, but yeah, the getting passes, getting hit on by studs, that is definitely one of the weirdest things I experienced, bro. Most definitely. And the third weirdest thing that I've experienced, and most people probably might not say it's weird like that, but one of mine was saying that is the OGs saying that they want to be like you when they grow up, bro. That shit was weird as fuck to me when I was in the club. Simply because guys would be like, oh, no, man, they disrespect how you get women and stuff like that. They just, no. The only reason that's weird is picture a guy twice your age saying, I want to be like you when you grow up. That shit is weird as hell. That's weird as hell. What the fuck? You live damn near 2 of my lifetimes talking about something you want to be like me when I grow up. You far well off. I'm talking about you wearing jewelry, you dripped up, got the trucks. I'm talking about you damn near living an American dream out this bitch. Above that, and you talking about you want to be like me when he grow up just because I pull a couple women in the club. That shit was weird to me. That was definitely weird to me. I'm talking about like OGs. I'm talking about a couple plugs said that shit. Like, bro, I want to be like you when I grow up. And everybody be like, oh no, that ain't really too much like that. Some people might be like, hey, shit, that shit is weird, bro. When you see the magnitude of the stuff that they are capable of, like the kind of power they have in these types of environments and the type of people they surround themselves with, you'll be like, why you want to be like little old me? Shit, I want some of the power you got. I mean, shit, I'm pulling girls, but shit, I mean, like, I don't know. But you got to understand, like, when you look at it, a lot of guys go through life not being able to have the same experiences that we do. And may not be able to do the same things that we do. They'll go through a whole life, two of your lifetimes, not even having close to the experiences that you had and able to do the things that you've done. So you got to look at that. A lot of guys are wishing that that have way more than you, are wishing that they had your abilities. Straight up. And the money and all that stuff and the status can't hide that. And I've noticed that, like, they'll say they want to be like you just because they have women surrounding them. But I think they admire the fact that you're able to do that without flexing. They admired me because I was able to do that without flexing. I wasn't waving no cash around, none of that. No shiny object syndrome, just me. So I guess when I put it like that, I guess I came to the understanding later on. But at that moment in time, I'm like, why the hell you want to be like me? That shit was weird to me. That was very, very weird to me. But now that I look back, it's like, damn, they saw firsthand the magnitude of what I'm capable of while doing nothing in base form. Super Saiyan would be me having the things they had while doing the things I was already doing without it. That would have been a Super Saiyan form, but I was doing shit in base form. They wanted my base form power for my Dragon Ball Z fans. But anyway, those are the 3 weirdest things I experienced as a Handsome Select, man. I just want to throw a little quick one out there for y'all just because there's like a few weird things that I experienced. I just wanted to share them with y'all. It was like, yeah, it happened. But anyway, I appreciate all you guys, man. I appreciate the feedback, man. If you're enjoying the content, go ahead and click that like button. Go ahead and comment, go ahead and subscribe, and click that notification bell so you can be notified whenever I drop a video. And remember, guys, anybody can improve themselves if you're willing to work at it. I'm out.